everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Jets are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against a Patriots offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second down following the incompletion. And an alley to run. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45. Yard line. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Let's go. Check.
across the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Here we go now.
Petty now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. Brady now on 1st down. And that's complete to Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2 is bringing the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Easy.
Now Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New York set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, back up, Philly, here we go. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Airing one deep for Kurz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On play action, now Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught, it's Cooks. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Now Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Brandon Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. As a former DB, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right?
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's Patty. He's got Curse. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On play action, they'll throw. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hauled in by Anderson, left side. A gain of 6 there on first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Brady on third down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A first carry for Elijah McGuire. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jermaine Kurz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. So the Patriots coming out now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike, gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on this.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. In motion left here, Edelman. On 3rd down, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Back to throw. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Anderson. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Petty now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Detroit! Leopard! Set!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
Now McGuire. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's second and goal from the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now he'll throw with Brady. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Devon Kennard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. The play clock's running down. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
That was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out come the Patriots. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
What they told him is they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Brady to throw on second down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. William Hayes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. It's grabbed over the middle by White. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now let's watch it now, Barney. Set. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's Patty. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Thompson. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball, and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Will tie his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Brady now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Brady now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Jets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go again with McGuire. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big Big play there for the Jets on third. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped it to 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run with McGuire. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's McGuire. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Carry. This is McGuire. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.